There's no telling to the amount of anime you've probably seen at this point. Probably less than me, probably more than me, but what does it really matter? How many anime have you seen that have started happy and ended happy? Most do, actually. I don't know the statistics on it, but most anime usually start happy and end happy. Some anime are just run-of-the-mill slice of life anime with bouncy characters and surface emotion. Then there are some anime that are way too fun. You know the ones I'm talking about. Those, oh, everything is going perfect, everything is going right, everything will soon work out for me. They show a world so perfect, it just seems, I don't know, too good to be true. And then the ball just suddenly drops. Death is usually the direction these anime take because nobody would normally expect it or see it coming. I mean, these kids are having so much fun in an orphanage with their mother, so who would expect them to eventually be on a brain farm where they only learn and grow their brain just so they can feed some demons? Or no, how about this? How about this guy having an okay time in life and everything is looking up for him, and he just scored this date with a bookworm, a hot girl who's a bookworm? I don't know about you, but that's my fantasy. Too bad she eventually lures him into an alley and tries to eat him, only for some steel beams to fall on them both. Talk about a crushing reality. These shows aren't new. Madoka Magica and ReZero have been playing off that shock factor for a while now. When I sat down to watch Elusive Samurai, I expected something to go wrong. And if you've watched Demon Slayer, you probably expected it too. Tokiyuki Hojo is shown in this cheerful world not attending his archery classes and going to the extent of running away from his instructors. He's known as the best hide and seeker, or really just the best hider, but this world is bubbly. Everyone loves Hojo and he is set up to be the next leader because his dad is like a puppet leader or something. He's basically just a figurehead. He's gonna die soon, so Hojo's life is amazing. Everything is gonna work out for him, which is exactly why everybody in his family has to die. It's what has to happen in these shows. It's almost like a requirement. Just like our boy, Tanjiro. Tanjiro Kamado had a peaceful life in his first episode too. He was helping the villagers in a small town where nothing normally happens. Then when he got home, his whole family was either eaten or massacred, except his sister, but the tragedy still stands. These things aren't realistic. Just because you went through something overly cutesy or overly like bubbly, very fun, your life is going very well, does not mean your whole family has to get massacred. And in that sense, it does not mean that some big traumatic event has to happen to you. That's just the realism of it, and there is some realism to it. All happiness must end, and that is the truth. These anime just show it in a different way and amplify it by 100. It's kind of scary sometimes because even with new shows, I can never really see it coming. Like, I just recently sat down and watched this new show, and even though I knew it was like a brain rot type of comedy, I thought that this scene that I saw in the first episode was a real scene. You may know this series as My Dear Friend Nakotan. The first moment we see Nakotan, she was hanging on a street pole. And for a moment, I was sentenced to shock before the show eventually revealed that she was just hanging by her deer horn. The industry has gotten so wild that a joke like this is okay in today's times. And normally, it's okay with me too. But it just caught me off guard because the show started in a very cute and bubbly way. And that's what these other creators in these shows are trying to go for. Is this video to say they're failing or they're not just hitting their mark? Not at all, actually. I think they're doing a very great job. But as you start to watch more and more anime, you start to see a definite pattern or a trope that you see in every single anime like this. To me, the first episode of a series just cannot be so cute. It can't be too bubbly. It can't be way too joyful, because in the back of my head, even though I'm seeing something overly cute and overly like very pleasant, I know, and I'm gonna start to suspect that something terrible is going to happen. It's like seeing a flashback of your favorite character while they're fighting the main villain. Your brain is gonna instantly assume, oh, they're dead. They're gonna die. And that's usually and normally what happens. But I don't know. Maybe I'm just an overthinker, or maybe that's just the price of positivity. That's the video. What do you think? Do I need to take a chill pill and relax? Or is it when you see all these overly cute things, all these overly bubbly things that you just expected, you're just like, oh fuck, I don't know when it's gonna happen, but the ball is gonna drop, everything is gonna go downhill at some point and somewhere. It's like, it's not even shows that really take that deep climactical like bah, you know, that straight downhill, because sometimes they'll show something that isn't even that great, or they'll show something that is really good, and then it's like you run into a brick wall in a Ferrari. You know, you gotta stop your tracks and stop your brakes at some point. And I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. I know I overthink a lot, so maybe that's just it. But what do you guys think? Am I overthinking it, or do I need to take a chill pill and relax? I think those both are correlation to each other. But regardless, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button and like button and hit the little bell just to show some extra love. And other than that, I have nothing else to say, but thank you. I almost just said, Samurai, slice that like button. I miss Corey, man. If you miss Corey, put a Corey extension in the comments. Anyways, love you guys. Thank you for watching this video. And yeah, peace.